Most people believe deception looks obvious. They imagine lies, manipulation, betrayal, a person hiding something important. But the truth is often much more subtle. Because the most dangerous secrets are not the ones people actively tell. They're the ones people never mention at all. The intentions they hide. The emotions they suppress. The truths they don't want you to discover. And if you're not paying attention, you can spend years misunderstanding the people around you. Today, you'll learn 4 dangerous secrets that people often keep hidden. Not because they're evil, but because human nature is complicated. And understanding these hidden truths may completely change the way you view relationships, friendships, and human behavior itself. The unseen side of human nature. Human beings rarely reveal themselves completely. Everyone has thoughts they don't share, fears they don't discuss, intentions they don't openly admit. This doesn't automatically make someone dishonest. It's simply reality. The problem begins when we assume people are always showing us their full character. Because they're not. Most people reveal only the version of themselves they want others to see. And the gap between appearance and reality can sometimes be enormous. That's why awareness matters. Not paranoia. Not cynicism. Awareness. Because awareness allows you to see beyond appearances. And that brings us to the first hidden truth. The first secret: not everyone wants you to succeed. This is one of the hardest realities for people to accept. Many assume that friends, colleagues, and even relatives naturally want the best for them. And often they do. But not always. Because your success can trigger something uncomfortable in others. Comparison. Insecurity. Jealousy. A person may genuinely like you, yet still feel threatened by your growth. They may congratulate you publicly, but privately struggle with what your success represents. Your promotion reminds them of their stagnation. Your discipline highlights their excuses. Your progress exposes their lack of effort. This doesn't mean everyone is secretly against you. But it does mean you should pay close attention to actions rather than applause. Because genuine support becomes most visible when you're winning. The second secret: people pay more attention to you than you think. Many people move through life believing nobody notices them. Nobody remembers what they say. Nobody pays attention. But psychology suggests something different. People observe far more than they reveal. They notice your confidence, your habits, your consistency, your emotional reactions. They simply don't tell you. The way you handle pressure. The way you respond to criticism. The way you treat people when there's nothing to gain. Others are constantly gathering information about your character. This is why reputation is so powerful. Because your reputation is often being built in rooms where you are not present. Long before you ever hear about it. The third secret: people test you without telling you. One of the most fascinating aspects of human behavior is that people constantly test each other. Not formally. Subconsciously. They test your boundaries. Your confidence. Your integrity. Your patience. Someone arrives late repeatedly. Someone makes a disrespectful joke. Someone asks for a favor that feels unreasonable. And then they watch. Not necessarily with malicious intent. They're observing, learning, determining what you'll tolerate. Strong people understand this. That's why they establish boundaries early. Not through aggression, but through consistency. Because every boundary teaches people how they can treat you. And every lack of boundaries teaches them something as well. The fourth secret: people reveal their true selves during advantage. Most people believe hardship reveals character. And it often does. But there's another situation that reveals even more. Advantage. Power. Success. Status. When someone gains leverage over others. Their true nature often becomes visible. Watch how people behave when they no longer need anything from you. Watch how they treat those who cannot benefit them. Watch how they act when there are no consequences. This is where masks begin to slip. Because character becomes easiest to observe when a person has the freedom to choose their behavior. And that choice often reveals more than years of conversation. The moment your eyes begin to open, most people move through life focusing on words, promises, compliments, statements. But psychology teaches a different lesson. Words matter. Actions matter more. The people who avoid disappointment are often the people who become skilled observers. They don't rush to judge. But they don't ignore patterns either. They notice consistency, contradictions, behavior, motives. And over time, they become far more difficult to deceive. Because awareness creates clarity. And clarity creates protection. The final shift: observe more, assume less. One of the greatest mistakes people make is assuming they already understand others. Assuming loyalty. Assuming intentions. Assuming character. But assumptions create blind spots. Observation creates understanding. The strongest observers don't become suspicious of everyone. They simply remain curious. They watch, listen, and allow time to reveal the truth. Because time exposes what appearances often conceal. And eventually, every hidden motive becomes visible through repeated behavior. Final reflection: the most dangerous secrets are rarely spoken. They're revealed through patterns, through reactions, through moments when people think nobody is paying attention. Not everyone wants you to succeed. People notice more than they admit. They test your boundaries constantly. And true character often appears when someone gains power. Understanding these truths won't make you cynical. It will make you aware. And awareness is one of the greatest forms of protection you can develop. If this video sharpened your understanding of human nature, subscribe for more insights into psychology, manipulation, stoicism, human behavior, and personal power. And remember, the things people hide are often revealed by what they repeatedly do.